probably the wildest finish, one of the wildest finish I've ever seen on TV. But you guys are actually there in the arena.
And I saw you go and sit down by the sidelines.
Oh, it was. I had the pleasure of being sideline commentator or expert analysis, whatever it may be on the broadcast. And unreal. Like, I remembered going to the huddle at like 45 seconds of the Wildcats and like looking and like I think they made a couple of subs. Mitch Norton was not a happy man. Like Todd Blanchford was not. It was like sort of like, yeah, we've lost and this is going to really create some significant inroads into our season. To then like obviously Bryce hits that 3 and I'm like, yeah, well, it's a 5-point game. Like still nothing. Yep. To then being in the headset and they're like, who do you got? Like we've got 2 interviews. Player who's your Foot Locker player of the game? And I'm like debating because I'm like, oh, I reckon Shea Ely, like, Moss not on the board. He's made some massive plays, but they're going XRM. So we're like, okay, 2 guys. I'm like 2-3 things I'll ask him, no dramas. To then being there where like Todd hits that shot and I'm like, okay, I'm walking back thinking there's no chance in the world that they could make this comeback. To then the ball going up to being on the headset like, change your MVP. Like Corey Webster is the Foot Locker player. It was... I've obviously been a part of a number of wild games, but in that context, I don't think I've ever been involved or seen or been there. Like, there's been dumb plays. Bryce Cotton fouling someone on a 3-point shot in Cairns.
Oh my gosh. And you're shooting from like halfway from half court. Yeah.
Correct, like dumb. But like, we still won. There's nothing... in a moment like that, for like Cedric Jackson hitting a 3/4 court shot, like that was literally like Tracy McGrady style, where the most boneheaded plays I've ever seen. Like, and I just sat there in utter disbelief. I had the pleasure of dropping off my children the next morning and saw Jesse Wagstaff drop off his daughter, and I just looked and I was like, "Can you believe it? You won?" He's like, "No," and he's like, "Winning is so much better than losing."
Yeah.
So it's nuts.
Let's go. So obviously, everyone would have seen the final shot, but it didn't start there because Travers makes a very clutch play. Like it's
Luke Travers' second half, and I sometimes there's this bias that comes aside because I said some outlandish tweet 2 years ago saying that LT was better than Josh Giddey and Mojave King.
Okay, still outlandish.
He's better than Mojave King. Not good as Josh Giddey, but hey, there's another individual that pumps up people's tyres, and I just wanted to get some positive spin on him, and it worked. So there you go. But go on, yes.
Yeah. So and sidebar, was this the game that the Cavs GM was in town?
This week.
He was delayed though, so he missed the flight. He thought,
did he?
Yeah, so he wasn't there on Monday. He'll be there on Friday. He was supposed to arrive in at 3:00, and the flight was delayed. When did he ever think that was like he was going to get there in time?
Arrive at 3, like.
And then go straight there.
To the
like
game.
It's an international flight.
So welcome to Qantas.
Oh, even when I got told that, I was like, he didn't want to miss the last 2 Cavs games, so he like left straight away. I was like, that was never going to happen.
Right. So I thought he was going to be in attendance, and Travis' first half, I was thinking, man, bad first half to show your other
I would have had a better opportunity of getting a gig on first half. I was like, second half is unreal.
Second half. So is that probably the first play we should start with in terms of the little mini comeback? Well, not mini comeback, the comeback. So there was an inbound play.
Yep.
Luke Travers is not guarding the man on the ball. He's guarding the guy who's about to receive the ball and gets a clutch steal. Runs down the court, dunk. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah. And then what happened next? You got it in front of you, Ben.
I do. It was just bad from Melbourne, wasn't it? You can go through all of this. That while that was a great play from Travers, like that should not be happening. You should be not getting that turnover.
No.
And that pass from XRM, it's funny, it's got bad pass here on the notes. It was just a bad pass.
If you're going to turn it over, eat it. Get a 5-second call.
Or throw it into the corner.
Yeah, correct. Like, eat it. Even absorb it. Like, why? Yeah. Horrible.
But even, like, again, we'll get to it now, but, like, fouling Blanchfield, again, like, all you have to do is keep your hands down and not contest that shot, and nothing bad can happen.
But did it not go Bryce Cotton 3?
Then Goulding makes 2. No, so yeah, Cotton made the 3, and then the Travers turnover.
Yeah, he missed the thing. Shaylee, Bryce Cotton, Todd Blanchfield fouled, and then
at the end. So Goulding made 2 free throws. They were up 5 with 8 seconds left.
Yeah,
and then they fouled Blanchfield for whatever reason on that 3-point shot.
And that was they didn't give him a space to land, right?
Yeah, correct.
So came into contest, didn't give him space to land, so then 4-point play opportunity.
And I don't even think he purposely missed it.
No, so that was I went back and watched it because I didn't look at it live.
He didn't even move.
Yeah. It just came right to him.
So he launches the three, goes down the 4-point play opportunity, and immediately they're all looking to John. They're saying, "What do we?"
Yeah, I was on the sideline trying to like.
So did you hear? Did John say to miss?
He didn't say miss. Like and Bryce was there just like I think as like the outlet pass. There certainly wasn't like I'm pretty sure they were all expecting a timeout and then we'll foul and then we'll have another opportunity.
Yeah.
Like he. Like usually, and there's like usually a call, like when we would have it would be like not saying, hey, miss it, like black. Like it seemed too good of a shot to miss.
It did, but there was so much time left too. There was 7 seconds left.
So yeah, exactly.
There's no way they would have missed that.
And what you can do as well in that situation, just similar to what Dean Vickham was saying in the time. Chris Goulding was saying, do not play for the foul. Like refs are so like, oh well, this is exciting. Like we want
to get involved.
It was hilarious. Like go back like that whole play, and then obviously XRM not boxing out like the cardinal sin of like not boxing out the free for a guy, but like Todd literally like the ball. He didn't even take a step. The ball lands in his hands. He's like, okay. 2 things that are super comical about how this all finished up. One, interviewed Corey straight after the game, and I was like, mate, talk to me about this. Like, how do you feel? And he's like, to be completely honest, when I made the shot, I didn't know we were in the lead. He didn't even know that they were down 2. He thought they were going to overtime. So I was like, geez, maths definitely isn't his strong suit. And I said that. He didn't. He clearly English because he just was looking at me like, okay, I'm not sure what you're saying. But as I walked off, Michael Aylen, the referee, who I've got like really good, strong relationship with, and like it's easy.
Did he give you a wink? Go there, you go, Greg.
Quality humor. He literally, they were like laughing, and Aylen was like, "You couldn't have not scripted it any better way. Like that is crazy." And I was like, as a referee, but it was like
Melbourne fans would not be happy.
No, but like as a ref, it wasn't in his hands. It's like not like he made poor decisions. Like every single, not one part. Like you could go, like the turnover or like there was a dubious call. You know, like sometimes we've been on the lucky end of that, right? Like fortunate and he would just walked out going like, wow, what a crazy ending. Like 8 points, or 6 points in 8 seconds. Like
wild.
11 in 45.
It was incredible.
Quick maths. You're scoring 140 a quarter if you're on those ratios. Like
it really was a PhD from United, wasn't it? Had to throw a game away, and it just leaves me asking now: are the Wildcats good?